You go back and you look at comments and whatnot. It's like,
no, like even when they comment, like I can tell, like when the people comment, the comment will pop up, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, y'all are slow.
But it's not the me and slow; it's the lag.
Right, it's the lag. It's just the lag.
There it is.
Or. You know a term I used to use a lot that I can't use anymore?
Can you say it? Like,
I don't know. Shit, not
what
the way.
does it start with? I was like,
I'ma say it. I don't say it anymore, but
is this like why people saying nigga in a song lyric? Like they can say it if it's a lyric, you can say it if it's a quote from before.
I used to say, and I'm gonna be real clear, like we used to say that somebody was a dun-dun-dun. See, you shouldn't laugh at that. Like
it's the fact that it's not a word.
It's not a word, but we used to say like, oh, they are the dun-dun-dun, right?
And people know what you mean.
And people know what you
like,
mean.
I've never heard that before, but I knew exactly what you meant.
Oh, you never heard that before?
I've never.
Well, wow. Yeah. Well, so we would say it. Hey, Val. We would say that, and then in saying it, like, you know, that's high-key disrespectful to somebody.
Yeah.
Or low-key, I don't know. It's disrespect. It can be deemed disrespectful. And so I had to be like, okay, stop saying it. You can't keep calling people that. Or you can't, not even like you call somebody that, but we would just say it like, oh, nah, they just they're dun-dun-dun. And we would say it.
I feel like that's so many syllables.
It's a lot of syllables.
So I probably couldn't keep a straight face trying to say it.
Hold on, let me get this out.
Wow, that's taking you a long time. I already shared it.
You calm down. You calm down right there. Did you make sure we could hear people? Or people could hear us?
I mean, I heard me on yours, and
I just like listening to your voice.
I don't. Like, it's not as bad as it used to be, but I don't. Like, I don't sound like that in my head, and when I hear it back, I'm just like, no, that's not me.
What's up, Face? What's up, Keith? Yeah, so what we were talking, and I said, hold on, let's save this till we get started. What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
It was like, wait, nah, this is content. Let's hold up on it. And now I don't remember.
Let me think. We were talking about, who knows?
Was it one of the stories?
It wasn't one of the stories. No, it was not a story. It was.
We got to write this down.
We should probably put that on the board. Well, shit.
It'll come up or not.
Theme song here. There we go.
Okay.
I don't know. We were talking about something. We were talking about content. We were talking about, who knows. How's your week? How's your 2 weeks? When was the last time I saw you?
It's been like a week, 2 weeks, something like that. It's been all right. Work sucks.
Was the last time I saw you here?
I think so.
Yeah, because I didn't do
blah.
Oh, we didn't do blah.
We didn't do blah.
Yeah, and last week it was Nate. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Blah was the last time I saw you then.
Yes, the blah after the last podcast.
Yeah.
It's been all right. Work sucks. I'm not a millionaire. Like, I'm real mad about it.
Me too. I definitely did not win the $1 billion
That you would have only gotten like 400.
No.
Some odd thousand.
Not if you do cash option. I mean, not if you do payments.
Okay.
It drops drastically.
But it's still not that bad.
Yeah, but it's
It's like what, like 600 something K or 600 something million instead of the 400.
No. It was close to. If you did cash option, the numbers I saw off of $1 billion, you could still get close to 800,000.
Okay, with
if you did the cash option, 800 million. Yeah, 800 million. If you did the cash option, but if you took the lump sum, then you were down to like 400 million.
Okay. Either
So-
way, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I played a total of $40 with my with Nate and them, and I paid like $40 with Nate and my crew over there, and then I paid $40 on my $30 on my own.
You put money into it.
And out of the $70, I won $2 with Nate and $8 on my own. So I won $10.
Did you win $10 or did you lose 60?
No. Out of the $70 I played, I won 10. Actually, no. I played 40 with Nate because what ended up happening, Nate owed me $10. So I was like, throw my 10. So I played a total of $80.
Okay.
And won 10.
So you lost 70.
No, I won 10.
Okay.
That's the way I'm looking at it. I won
I lost
$10.
40. I lost $40 total with that whole endeavor.
Oh, did the signal mess up for a second? Oops, my bad, y'all. Who knows? Who knows?
It happens.
It happens. Y'all will catch up.
But no, I've been all right. What about you? How was your weekend?
I'm gonna chill. My kid is here. The
There is
boy,
a little human.
The boy is here. So I tried to get him on the pod. He was like, no. His reason, he said, first he said, if I'm on it, can I watch it? And I said, you can watch the episode you're on.
Oh, he's not allowed to watch the.
No.
Okay, you know that makes sense. He's a child.
He's not allowed to watch the pod. Like, I'm his dad. Shit happens on this pod that I need my kid to not really.
How do you stop him from listening?
I cannot. I just told him he can't. That's it.
Okay, and he just respects that.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Okay. Shout out to good kids.
I'm pretty sure he's watched it. I don't know though. Maybe he has. I don't know. But I asked him if he wanted to be on. He said no. And then, but he was. Let's see. We caught the city bus downtown to the San Antonio Museum of Art to see the Tony Parker exhibit.
I didn't know that existed.
Yep. It's all basketball.
Okay.
I'm kidding. It's not all basketball. It is Tony Parker's collection of superhero memorabilia. Or
Interesting.
It was worth the $30.
Okay.
And 20 for me and 10 for him. Like I always lump things, right? Like if
you're spending all the money, then I
if
feel
I
like
take
you should.
a woman to dinner, is the entire meal, is my meal, what I eat, worth the entire check? Because that's the thing to me. Like if I pay $120 for dinner, can I be satisfied that this meal was worth $120?
I mean, like, it makes sense if that's all you were getting out of it and you were paying for the whole
Right.
thing. It needs to be worth it. Or like, what about the combination of the meal and the company?
No, because I don't want to pay for company. Like, I don't want to feel like I paid for anything else. All I paid for was food. So was my food worth whatever the ticket price was? Because I don't want to feel like I paid for company. If we slide back to the house and do it, I don't want to feel like I paid for sex.
Oh, because that will get lumped into.
Yeah, like I'm paying for food and everything else is a added bonus. It's the free part.
You see, we got ratings. We got podcast ratings, apparently.
We did?
If it's Nate, then it's XXX, and if it's me, then it's rated R on the pod.
No, I don't.
I was like, I'll give myself a PG-13.
No, I wouldn't do that either, but I wouldn't give Nate XXX. I think Nate's just a single X.
Just a single X.
Nate is NC-17. Definitely NC-17. I wouldn't give him... give them a triple X, though. I'd definitely say NC-17. I probably shouldn't keep eating these.
While you're trying to talk?
Moment of silence, please. ONJ passed. This OMW. This ONJ?
Olivia
Newton-John?
Yes.
Really? You know what, Jim? Definite moment of silence for Olivia. I didn't know she passed.
I just saw it as I was not reading stories as I drove here.
Man, Olivia Newton-John was an icon. Is an icon. You're still an icon in death, right?
I mean, people still talking about you.
Yeah. I did not. Jim just broke news because I missed that story. Shout out to
Yeah, it just got posted maybe an hour ago, I think.
thoughts and prayers to Olivia Newton-John's family. She was like the it girl of the 80s.
She was in Greece, right?
Oh, now you're asking questions that I couldn't answer. Yeah, she was.
You don't do musicals?
Yeah, like I don't know. There's a video with her and some leg warmers. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's Olivia Newton-John.
I'm pretty sure it was Greece.
Okay, shout out to Olivia Newton-John in Greece. Yeah, that's a thing. So I just said I probably shouldn't keep eating these, and I stuck my hand back in the bag. If you don't hand that bag back to me right now, this will be a whole different show. Mecca, give me that bag back. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. This was the shortest HDG since. Thank you. She thinks I'm playing. I will kill this whole podcast.
See, I gave it back to you for the people, not for you. Because the people deserve the podcast.
But yeah, so me and the boy went to see the Tony Parker joint. Then we went Saturday to miniature golf. And then yesterday we played basketball. So we had a fun-filled weekend. I like it when he's here. So we hung out a lot. I mean, shit, he lives here. Well, he's living
here right now.
Right. So we hung out a lot. You know, it's my dude.
Did he beat you in anything?
Nope. No, he did not.
Not even one round, not one game?
He has not beaten me in a thing. We miniature golf, because we don't take score. We just count holes.
Okay.
And it was 11-4 to whatever tied. So 11-4 to, what's that, 15-3? Yeah, 11-4 to 3 on holes. Like I beat him 11 holes. And then basketball, the first game, I beat him 7-2 because we only played to 7. The second game, I beat him 11-9, and that the second game, he
almost.
He could have won the second game. We played yesterday. He could have won. He kept because we were playing 1s and 2s, so anything outside the 3-point line was a 2. Okay. And I was like, I'm gonna let you It was 9-10. I was like, I'm gonna let you shoot it, and he kept shooting, and it would just rim out
Damn.
Twice in a row. It rimmed out, and then so I took it up, I shot it. And I won, and immediately after that, with nobody on him, he's just out there, swish. I was like,
it wasn't in the cards.
It wasn't in the cards. Look, hey. So yeah, we've been kicking it. We've been having a good time. Let's get started. You ready to get started?
I mean, I guess.
Are y'all ready to get started?
I feel like they're always ready for us to just stop talking.
Right. Like, we don't give a shit what y'all been doing. Yeah, me neither. I just don't see Mecca. I haven't seen Mecca in like a week and a half.
Yeah, I think that this is maybe the longest time it's been for a little while.
Yeah.
It's like pod blah.
Right, because I would either, if I didn't see you at the pod, then I see you at blah. So, yeah, and I didn't blah last week. Yeah. And I might not be blah tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on the kid. I want to take him.
Bring him out, yeah?
Yeah, I want to take him, so we'll see. Let's get started.
Where'd you say we were starting?
Biggest story one of the biggest stories, I talked about this on my Facebook, but I want to talk about it on the pod. For those of y'all who don't know, WNBA superstar. She's a superstar, right? Yeah, because she's the highest paid player in the WNBA.
Yeah.
WNBA superstar Brittney Griner. Actually, she was the highest paid player in the WNBA. WNBA superstar Brittney Griner found guilty in Russia for drug possession. Mm-hmm. And they gave
Was
her
it like less than a gram?
It was less than a gram, and they gave her 9 years.
9.5
She was convicted
years.
for 9.5 years. The max was 10. She pled guilty, hoping for leniency.
And they were like, nah.
Nah.
This is your leniency.
Yeah.
You don't get 10.
We'll knock half a year off. So let's start here. Thoughts and prayers?
I mean,
Definite
I feel
thoughts
bad
and
for her
prayers.
wife.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her and her wife. Yes, I feel bad for both of them. I think it's tragic, and I don't know if she was trying to sneak weed in or if she legit forgot that it was in her bag.
Like, she may have. And I read something saying that she had a prescription for it.
Right.
Like, prescription for medical marijuana. So maybe she just didn't think about it.
Right.
Like, this has been in her bag for a minute. Like, she has authority to use it, and, like, she just wasn't thinking.
Right. So from that perspective, I'm like, yo, that sucks. I feel bad for her. From all of the ways to feel bad for her, I feel bad. Like, if she didn't know that it was in the bag, if she didn't think about it being in the bag, or didn't think it was that big a deal, or didn't know the legalities of it, like, whereas ignorance is bliss, ignorance is still ignorance, right?
Yeah.
So,
Ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law.
but it's also no excuse for breaking the law, right? So I feel bad for her already.
Why you...
Already.
Cold.
Shout out to the jacket of the day. Today's jacket is a Ralph Lauren hoodie, zip-up jacket. Last time you were here, somebody said, "Why is Mecca wearing a blazer?" And I was like, "Oh, the jacket of the day, man. We gotta. Mecca gets cold quickly."
You keep it on 69 degrees.
In this room.
I
in
keep my
my
apartment at a
bedroom.
smooth 78 at all times.
Just this room in my bedroom. Yeah, so there's that. Anyway, yikes.
Like, I am cold. I'm not
You're
making
cold.
this up.
Okay, so there's that side of it where, like, I feel bad for her. But the other side of this is real, like, so there's conversation about a prisoner swap.
Yes.
And
Which is probably why she got this long.
right, there's probably tons of reasons why she got this long.
Like, she is a puzzle piece, or she is a chess piece in something that Russia's trying to get. This is not about her at this point.
No, I saw a report, a story where a 19-year-old boy went to Russia with his parents, and he got caught with a little bit more than what she got caught with. Like, she got caught with less than a gram. He got hit with over. It may have froze a little bit.
did?
Okay.
Oh, why did it have to freeze on that frame?
Let me see.
No, it's back.
Oh crap! She got
I
caught
need
with.
to improve my posture real quick.
She got caught with a little less than a gram. This other young man got caught with over a gram, but at the time only paid a fee of like 1,500 rubles, and what else was it? 1,500 rubles and 2 months of 2 months in jail, some shit like that.
Yeah, Cynthia just pointed out this white girl who got 2 months for 17 grams.
Maybe that was a story. Maybe it was a girl. I thought it was a boy though. But yeah, but it's timing though, right?
Yeah.
It's timing and position. Like,
Also, like, Russia is at war right now.
Right, and-
Like, this is not the time to be doing anything wrong there.
I hate for this to be a thing, but this is a thing. Like, because I saw the story, and that's why I didn't mention that the kid was white, because I don't know that it's race. I think that in this space, I think that if Russia would have gotten their hands on any high-profile person, if Sue Bird, Dana Taurasi, those are the only two WNBA players' names I know.
Okay.
But if either of them went to Russia with weed, I think the situation would still be the same. Like, they are high-profile athletes enough. I don't even know if they still play, by the way. Like, they were in the WNBA for a while, and then I don't know. But I think any high-profile athlete, becomes leverage now.
Or like high profile anyone.
Right. They
that
become
committed a
leverage
crime.
now. Like, I don't know. I don't know that. I think she's a chess piece for Russia, but I don't know that we should play that game. Like, I said this, and I know people jumped on me when I said it, but I really do think this. Like, Brittney Griner, we bring her home. Mm-hmm. What we end up getting is a WNBA player who will win a championship and have a parade, and she'll do WNBA stuff.
Gotcha.
But what they want in exchange is a dude who sold
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, like
so we get a basketball player and they get a weapons dealer.
Right. Like I don't know that that's not equal.
It's not an equal exchange.
Right. Like the other guy that they have in custody is a Marine who may be a spy. I watch too many spy movies to think he's not a spy.
Okay.
Like he's a Marine in custody, and I'm like, yo,
he's a spy.
He's a spy, right? like, nah, he was over there vacation. No, son. I watched.
Do people vacation there?
Yeah, I know people who've talked about. Like, I would love to go to the Kremlin. Like, I watched Mission Impossible 4 the other day just to see the Kremlin explode. Like, but like, I would love to go to the Kremlin and be like, it seems culturally relevant in the world.
Okay, makes sense.
So I don't know if the exchange is equal.
It's not. It definitely isn't. But I don't know. I guess they're calling America's like, how much do you care about this person? Like, how outraged are you really about this injustice?
Right. Because here's the other thing. Like, people are complaining about the 9 years that she got for weed, but there are people in the States locked up.
Yeah.
For weed. like people are getting locked up for weed.
Aren't people still locked up in states where it's legal now?
Yeah, there are people still in. No. I think I believe anywhere that weed has been legalized, those states have dropped the weed charges. But most times there are other charges, right? Like, so the weed charge got dropped because it's now legal.
But the resisting arrest in association with the weed charge is still there?
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. So there's that. Which, by the way,
resisting arrest is a bullshit charge.
Resisting arrest is one of the most bullshit charges there is.
Especially when it's the only charge they got you on.
Especially when it's the only charge. Like, you can't charge me for resisting arrest if you have no reason to arrest me. Like,
make it make sense.
Yeah. You know what? This is off subject, but something I've been thinking about. Like, I want us as a country to get to a place where we stop making shit Democrat versus Republican. Because there's certain things I'm like, yo.
This is definitely a bipartisan issue.
This should be a bipartisan issue. Like, I know Democrats who are anti-abortion.
Yeah, same.
My mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama's a Democrat, but she's anti-abortion. Like, she should not have to vote for abortion. Ish.
Like, in a sense of being forced to vote for a politician that doesn't necessarily, like, align with her
right.
ideals.
My mom's also anti-gay, which, yeah. It's the sad reality of my old Christian mother.
I don't know, my grandma still calls us strange. It's like, is that boy strange like you? Nanny. Just say gay. Like,
when I say my mom's anti-gay, it's not that she's like leading the charge to change people. She's just like, she doesn't understand it. Mm-hmm. And because she doesn't understand it, she sometimes says things, and I'm like, Ma,
you can't
say that. I don't care. She'll never listen to this pod. HEB makes a very delicious
sherbet
salad. That's I think it's either chicken salad or turkey salad. I think it's
does it have cranberries?
With cranberries in it?
It's turkey. Turkey pecan cranberry.
That turkey pecan cranberry salad that HEB makes?
Yes.
My mother calls it sissy salad.
Because it has cranberries in it?
Because it's what sissies would eat.
It's so good.
My mother eats it. My mother eats it, okay? My mother likes it, but it's sissy salad.
But if a man ate it,
I don't know.
Would he be gay?
No, my dad eats it. My mom.
Is that why she calls it sissy salad?
My dad will be like, hey, give me some of that sissy salad. Like, they call it sissy salad. I'm like, yo.
What is... Okay.
And my parents, man, love them. Well, one of them. Yes, it is delicious, right, Cynthia?
It is good. Shit is great.
Especially on like a nice high-end cracker.
Yes.
And high-end like a wheat thin. Don't go too higher than that.
Oh. I like the fancy crackers.
Oh, no.
Or like even on a piece of like pita.
Pita?
Yeah. Like they have the pita crackers.
Oh, yeah, you're out of my wheelhouse. When you said pita, the first thought I had for pita was
the pet people.
The pet people, and then the second thought was my daughter's boyfriend. Like I was. That's all I got for pita.
I have never pronounced Peter with an A.
I'm pretty sure he pronounces nigga with an A. So I hope he doesn't say it. But if he says it, I hope he says it with an A. You know what? I'm going to ask Peter. You ever said nigga?
Be like, yo, you know what? I need you to read this line for me right here. Or just put the song, put a song on it. Just
shout out to Peter. So yeah, Brittney Griner, man, my whole thought is like thoughts and prayers of her. I don't know what the easy answer is.
There isn't one.
Okay.
Like we want her released, but we're not willing. Like we shouldn't be willing to give up what they want us to give up to get her released.
I think that people are like, people keep making this a black woman issue, like protect all black women. And I have stood on the side of I'm no longer screaming protect all black women. I can't. I cannot. I can no longer scream protect all black women.
Like not even like just in theory, in general, but like fuck this one person in particular.
Okay, because of the absolute, right? Because of the absolute of protect all black women. Like I still look at Candace Owens and go, nah. And not because of her political leanings, because she says stupid shit. And if a white man ran up and punched Candace Owens in the face for some of the stupid shit she said, I don't know that I would be like, he's wrong. I'd be like,
You got to her first.
Right. Right. Like I'm just like, I don't know where I stand on but I don't believe in protecting all of anything. The only thing that
babies.
Okay.
Born babies.
The only thing that I have an absolute about are cops. Like, fuck all cops. All cops. Fuck all cops. Yes, even my brother-in-law.
Okay, I was like...
As a cop, yes. As a person, love them to death. As a cop,
okay, gotcha.
Fuck all cops. That's my only and babies. I don't want to... do I have an absolute with babies? Nah.
No,
because like I won't say that all babies are cute. I won't say that
because they're not.
Yeah, like I don't know that there's an absolute that I would scream for babies. Fuck all cops, but some babies are ugly.
Babies are innocents.
I don't know that all babies are innocent.
What?
Baby Hitler? Okay.
Baby Hitler was innocent.
I don't know that.
Adult Hitler.
I don't know that. I don't know that
baby Hitler couldn't do shit but shit and eat.
I don't
like.
So here's the question: If you could travel back in time, but you could only go to the year after Hitler was born, would you kill baby Hitler?
Oh, definitely.
Right. but
I'm not. Okay, so in my head, I'm not killing baby Hitler. I'm killing what Hitler, I know for a fact, will become. I'm killing adult Hitler in a baby body.
Like I said, I don't know that all babies are innocent. They grow up to be humans.
Or you know what? How about I just make it where baby Hitler gets into a good art school? Like, he would have been too busy with art school.
Put an endowment in place so that when he turns 18, he can go to the best art school. Ooh. And then Hitler becomes gay. Like he goes down the path of being, hear me out, because I see your face. Like he goes down this path of being like extra artsy, and then people just go, oh, like women stop fucking with him because now he's like into the arts. So he starts dating dudes, and now like, I'm gonna write this as a play. I'm gonna write
Gay
this.
Hitler.
Gay Hitler will be the next play that I write. And no, I do not think going to art school makes you gay, by the way. I want to clarify that before that
It was the absence of women in his life that made him gay.
I mean, that's a thing, right?
No.
That's not a thing?
Nah.
Okay.
If you're not gay, then absence of women won't make you gay. It may make you gay for a day.
No. Because Nate and I had this conversation. I know Nate and I had this conversation.
Okay.
I know a young lady who was straight all of her life.
Was she?
Yes.
Or had she just never tried?
Nope, she was straight all of her life. And then after failed relationship, she decided that she was no longer straight. The absence of quality men made her gay.
She's not gay. She's faking it. I don't know. I don't care how long she fakes it for, but she's not gay.
The absence of quality men has made her a lesbian. That's what
Nah.
Yes!
Either she was always a lesbian and just denying it, or she's faking being a lesbian.
I am standing by the absence of quality men made her, because that's where it turned into. Like she was like, yo, fuck all these dudes. I'm gonna get me a girl.
The absence of quality men turned her to women. It didn't make her gay.
But she's now a lesbian. So yes, the absence of quality women made her a lesbian.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
That's all I got for you. It looks like that to me.
There was one more thing we were supposed to be doing on this side.
Let's talk about it real quick. We can run through this. It won't take long. Did you see the video of the woman who it was filmed? The guy filmed it, which made it weird. A woman got flued out.
Flued out, okay.
Flued out. A guy flew a woman to the city he was in. And then once she got there, she told him that they weren't going to have sex. And so after some back and forth, he ended up taking her to the airport and dropping her off and letting her know that he had canceled her flight. She kept calling him lame because he wanted sex and she wasn't giving him sex. Who's wrong here? Who's right here? Who?
Is there a right and wrong here? Okay, so I didn't know about the back and forth and like, because if you insult me and I paid for something of yours that you haven't used yet, it's mine. Like,
facts. Well, the back and forth was just them in the car. They were going back and forth, and then when
like,
she got
you're not gonna berate me and then use my money,
right?
Like that's
right.
one thing. Like if it was solely just the like I'm not having sex with you and now you canceled my flight. If it wasn't discussed beforehand, if it wasn't like you are flying me out to have sex,
right?
Then I think he's wrong. If it's a fuck you, bitch, you're not gonna talk to me like this. Find your own way back home. I think he's okay.
Okay. Is it? Men should not expect anything. Let's be clear. I want to be clear when I say this. There should be no level of expectation.
I hear a but.
No. Here's the question. No but. There should be no level of expectation. Period. However, if we've been having this conversation via whatever, we either talking, phone call, texting, social media, we've been talking, and you asked me to fly you to my city.
Okay.
And I fly you to my city. When should I ask if we're fucking? When should you tell me we're not fucking?
Before you get there. Before the flight is booked.
Right. Now, without asking, without prompting the conversation, should a woman or man, look, you can fly me out. But should I, before I get flued out, should I say, yo, be clear, when I get there, we not doing it?
Yes.
Like I should put that on
Yeah,
the
no,
table.
like, if someone tells me, hey, yo, I'm flying you out here and I don't want to have sex, I'm like, yo, just let me know. You can do this. But if you do, I'm coming for the museums. I'm not coming to fuck you.
Right. Like I flew to Germany. My cousin didn't try to fuck me. What? I'm saying he didn't. He didn't try to fuck me. Shout out to him. What?
Sorry.
What? He didn't. He didn't try to fuck me.
Good.
Yes.
Like, it's one of those things I don't think needs to be spoken.
I'm just saying he didn't try to fuck me. That's all I'm saying. But no, I think that when I saw the story, like I was on the woman's side.
Okay.
Like, you should not expect shit. But I also agree with the dude, like, I don't owe you it. Just like I shouldn't expect sex, you shouldn't expect the way home. Like, I don't owe you a flight. I don't owe you a flight here. But if I book the flight here, I definitely don't owe you a flight. Like, if I fly you to my city for any reason, and then things get testy, not even behind sex. I fly you to my city and you say some crazy shit like, I don't like Mecca. You know what? Figure it out. Get home the way you need to get home. I stand by that.
Okay. I mean, I stand by it specifically if they say they don't like me.
Yeah.
Because then that's a red flag.
Yeah, right. That is really a red flag because everybody likes you. You know what's crazy? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on who watches the pod live. But it's more people who listen to the pod the second day, like the Tuesday, the whole pod, that hit me up and say, hey, who's on tomorrow? And if I say anybody but you, I get the, oh, okay, I'll listen. Like, here's what I noticed.
Okay, at least they're listening.
Here's what I've noticed. Anytime you're on the pod, our biggest listening day is Tuesday.
Okay.
Because that's the day the pod comes out.
Yeah.
Anytime it's anybody else on the pod, they'll listen, but they may listen Friday. like it's a slow creep. The numbers are the numbers, but when it's you, it's Tuesday. When it's anybody else, they'll get there by Monday. By the next Monday, they'll be there. Hey, y'all, it's been real. Thank y'all for rocking with us. This whole podcast goes up on on DSPs tomorrow. YouTube, Spotify, everywhere else. So the whole podcast will be up tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow. I don't got shit to promote. I don't got shit to talk about. My kid's here, and we probably going to get tacos when I'm done. So
shout out to tacos.
Shout out to tacos. Excuse me. You got anything?
Nah.
Peace out, bitches.
So I thought about tacos.
You thought about tacos?
I did. I was like, ooh, when I leave here, I should get tacos. And then I was like, do I want birria tacos or do I want taco truck tacos?
Say that word.
Birria. The Birria.
It's birria?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
You call them birria?
Yeah, that's what they look like. They're birria tacos. Shout out to birria tacos.
Like,
we back.
Oh,
We are back. We back. I'm still eating on these cherry flavored nibs. Like, fuck up the. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Hold on.
just one more. Come on. Eat the last one. You done.
There you go. Take it.
Okay.
You right.
Thank you.
Because whenever I eat them,
You be chewing in the mic.
I be yum, yum, yum.
It's like, it's not that kind of show. How do you feel about those things? The ASMR where they're just like tapping their nails and smacking their lips and shit in videos, and they get like hundreds of thousands of millions of views.
So I try to, I actively try to listen to that before sleeping once.
How'd that work out?
It didn't. It was, the one I remember was a lady, doing something with a straw. Not sexual.
I was like, I've watched those videos before bed too.
Oh yeah, I've seen the lady with the straw. Oh, I found okay. Just because my mind immediately went to porn. I remember on the pod talking about that granny porn was a thing.
Yeah.
I found let me say. I wasn't looking.
You stumbled upon.
I stumbled upon something called Perv Nana.
No. Oh, that's terrible.
Look it up yourself, people.
I'm not even gonna recommend you don't. Like, if you were into perv nanas.
It was called Perv Nana, and I went. So I clicked it, and I was like, I'm not paying for this, but this is hilarious. I'm not paying for it, but.
Or were they, okay, actual old ladies? Or like moderately aged women who were dressed up to look old?
I didn't go that far down the rabbit hole, but I'm going to tell you right now because I'm pulling it up on my phone. Because I don't care. Pervnana.com. God damn it. I mean.
Okay, that's definitely a young person with white hair.
Not that one, though. Yeah, right. That's an old lady. Like, I was like, oh, this is a thing. Like, yeah, that's an old lady.
Why is this a thing? I mean, like, you know what? Shout out to old ladies making their money. Sex work is work.
Old lady. That's an old lady.
That's an old lady?
Yeah, she old white lady.
We can stop.
Yeah, it's low-key disgusting. It's high-key disgusting. It is high-key disgusting. But yeah, stumbled upon that, and I was like, this is weird. I don't know what this is weird. Like I don't want to go all the way down the rabbit hole though. So I was like, I'm not paying for porn. Like that's not.
Why does anyone pay for porn nowadays? There's too many free sites out there.
I don't know that right. I don't know why anybody would.
Like I don't know how OnlyFans became as big as it did.
Oh, no, because that became specific. Like why pay for porn when I can specifically see fresh content of Mecca Miles every day. She'll text me because that's what it turned into. It turned into like when we were in a different space, when OnlyFans was still relatively new, and we were on the pod. Like I followed a free page, and the chick whose page it was, she sent me text every day.
Oh, just letting you know that there was new content.
That said, hey, how are you today on this Monday? Hope you had a great weekend. I would love for you to come by the page and, tell me how your day was. And then you get to the page and you can also see my titties for $5, right? Like,
okay.
So it's that, right? It's if they do it right, they made me feel like, oh, she really wants me.
Specifically.
You could pay for FaceTimes. Like you could pay them, you would send them money, and then y'all would schedule a time to FaceTime. Yeah.
People are lonely. I say that like I didn't get paid to cuddle someone.
Wait, what?
I didn't tell you that I was signed up to be a professional cuddler.
You didn't tell me on the pod, but you did tell me.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
I thought I did.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Did I tell you about my OnlyFans idea?
Oh, God, no. What?
No,
Wait,
so here's...
Do I want to hear this?
I mean, it's not XXX rated or anything. No, so all I wanted to do, because I am an anime nerd, and I like ramen, and like people pay people to watch them eat and shit, I wanted an OnlyFans where I eat ramen, like a different ramen every time, and I watch a different anime every time. And so people could make requests for like what anime they want me to watch, comment on what ramen they want me to eat, and like for a certain amount of time they get to see the anime. I was like, I feel like there's got to be a market for it.
Here's
And
what
it's
I've
like,
learned.
maybe I'll do it in a swimsuit. Like,
Here's what I've learned. There is a market for it. You just have to market to it, right? Like there's a market for it. You just have to be willing to market to it and tell people that this is the content without feeling a way like you got to be in the space where people would gravitate to that content. You can't put that on your Facebook page.
oh, I'm
and
gonna put
say-
it in a nerd group.
Yeah. I
Like,
said you can't put it in on your Facebook page though and say, "Hey y'all, this is what I'm doing now," because then you're going to just invite randoms who are people who are looking to attack that idea, right? But if you know the market for it and you go to that market and say, "Yo, hey y'all, this is what I got."
it's like next San Japan, just hand out business cards.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but okay. But yeah, I think
It's the biggest anime convention in San Antonio.
what's it
You don't
called?
care. People dress up like their favorite anime characters.
Oh, that's the
and-
shit you and Dom went to.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. Nah, I would have. Nah, I went to my first comic convention and
Comic-Con.
Yeah, in Houston, and
How was it?
it was cool. It was cool. Like I did it, so I don't know that I need to do it again.
Okay, so it wasn't that cool.
But I do it again. I just don't know. Like
Okay.
it's not on my list of like I unsubscribed to the email.
Okay.
But also, if I had a reason to go, I might buy a ticket. I just got tired of it. I was like, I'm cool. I don't have to go
So
again.
you're not opposed to it, but you're
Right.
not like actively seeking it out?
Right. None of the panels that they had, like, were people that I wanted to, like, I don't even remember who the panel was, but I was like, yeah, I'm good on this. None of the featured stuff just had me like, yo, I want to do this. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it was cool, but people walking around dressed like anime characters that I didn't know who they were.
Okay, and that's another big thing. Like for me, I go there and I see my favorite characters, like, or I see someone who's got like animatronic wings
Right.
of a person that I like to watch. Like, that's the experience that I get because I am actively watching or involved in reading these things.
There was a guy who made his own Optimus Prime costume, and so it was probably, I didn't measure it, but I'm 6 feet. He easily had 3 feet on me, right? So he's like
Nice.
9 feet tall in this costume, but he couldn't do it. He had help because it was so tall, but he would go down and it would transform. Like, and I thought, oh, that's
That is cool.
awesome. But also, the costume looked heavy, and I'm like, nah, like I don't need that. Like, that's cool, but you're a nerd. You know, like,
Okay.
yeah, like that's cool, but I like bitches. And there's no convention for that. There is no convention for dudes who like bitches.
If you go to the right anime convention,
Oh,
because
no.
anime is notorious for having half naked women.
No. There was a woman in a Catwoman outfit that, yeah, she could get it. I was like, yo. Side note, unrelated to anything, just because I thought about it.
This whole conversation is unrelated to anything.
Was that me and Trey went to Steak and Shake Saturday because he wanted Steak and Shake. I don't know that I'm a fan of Steak and Shake. If anything, I'm probably not. I don't think I like that place. But there was a black woman with a white guy and their biracial children. Mm-hmm. Steak and Shake on Broadway.
Okay.
She had the nicest ass that I have seen in a long time.
Did it look real?
It looked real. And you could tell she works out. So it was like, she was sitting, and I was like, oh. Like, when I walked out, I looked at her in her face, and I went, she's cute. But I looked back, I was like, oh. I immediately jumped into my group chat. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly what I typed. I jumped into my group chat and said to all of my homies, yo, Oh, Nate posted that. It's a black chick with her white husband and biracial children at this Shake Shack. That's what it was, on Broadway with the most amazing ass. I almost, capital, almost pulled a Ken. It was that nice. Ken is our homeboy who will randomly take pictures of women.
That's creepy.
That's creepy as fuck,
Like-
right? It's creepy as hell. Like he'll be out and be like, and I'm gonna bleep his name out, by the way. But he'll be like, click, and send it to the group chat. I'll be like, yo, son,
You can't do that.
don't do that. If you're not hollering at her, if you're not gonna holler, don't send me the photo. If you're gonna holler, don't send me the photo.
It's like, I don't want the photo.
Yeah, don't send the photo to the group chat if you not going. Don't send the photo to the group chat. Like, don't sneak and take a photo. Now, if it's on Instagram or somewhere, then
That's different.
And you screenshot it, then that's different. But if you just, yeah,
Unless the Instagram is private.
unless the Instagram is private, correct. If it's private, then it becomes yo, don't.
Like, you had access to this, I didn't, and you're sending it to me. I don't like her face.
Nate sent that to the group chat.
Yeah, I don't like her face at all.
Yeah. I was
Like, it's actually a little disturbing. Like, she came down in a UFO.
Facts. I stopped following. I think I stopped following our crush. If I didn't stop following, I just muted her. Yeah.
I feel like she's been posting a lot. I haven't seen any pictures of her real face recently, though.
And that's why I muted her, because I saw pictures of her real face recently.
Okay.
And I
Maybe
was
I
like,
just missed it.
Yeah, she posted her real face, and I was like, yeah, this is enough for me.
Because she's not the same person.
She's not the same person.
all.
She is not the same person
Like,
at all.
if they put that, like, any of her good photos on a missing person's, they'd never find her.
Right. If I kidnap her, I'm just going to wipe her makeup off. And then I'm going to send her back, because I'm like, oh, shit, you're not who I thought you was. Yeah. Anyway.
We haven't touched on a single
We
story.
have not talked a single story. We can skip story number 2, but let's talk story number 1. Did you read the story?
I did.
So, for those of y'all who
Aren't here and can't read the board.
aren't here and can't read the board, there was a new story that recently ran about a woman in Texas who, due to the new abortion laws in Texas, ended up carrying a dead. Ended up carrying a dead fetus for about 2 weeks because the abortion laws in Texas are such that she could not abort.
Or it's like what I thought was wild is it wasn't even, because it hadn't even taken effect yet, but the
Right.
doctor was just scared.
Right. And so let's talk about it. I read the story, and in reading the story, that's a lie. I skimmed through the story, and in skimming through the story, I asked the question like, was this done in this manner for political, in order to create a story?
Okay,
there
like was this like a stage circumstance?
Right. Well, no. Okay, because you don't. I hope you don't stage losing a baby, right?
Oh, no. I mean, like the not.
Right.
Like the not performing the procedure. Was
Right.
that part staged?
Right, so-
to become a story?
Right, and that. So I read the story and I thought,
But
well,
also, if it is, yay? Because I feel like it's things like this that get people to look at and reevaluate the laws. Like,
okay, I didn't look at it from that perspective, but I guess you're right. If it creates the conversation, but see, I think that
like the woman would have to be in on it for it to be okay with me.
Right.
Like it couldn't just be the doctor trying to create the story. It would need to be the two of them because otherwise, like, damn, you're carrying around.
but then as what does that say about the woman if she lost the baby and then was told, hey, here's the thing we can do. Hold this dead baby in your fetus, in your uterus for 2 weeks before we do the procedure. Like, that's...
Conviction.
You keep looking at this clearly different than I am. Because I'm like, That's psychotic.
Like, going into a situation knowing that you were going to be potentially killed or have severe bodily harm is also a little psychotic, but it's what people did during the civil rights movement.
Mecca just compared this woman to Martina Luther King.
I compared her to potentially, because we don't know that this is the case. Like, if you want drastic action to happen, like drastic changes to happen, sometimes drastic action must be taken.
Okay.
So, I don't know that, like, no point of the story said that this is the case.
Right.
But, like, looking at it from that.
And so the way I looked at it, because I was like, yo, they could have performed this surgery before the law took effect.
Yeah.
But then as I read, that was kind of the stance I took. Like, well, y'all doing this for show. But you're right, though. I guess if you're doing it for show, if you're doing it to prove a point, then you have to make it so that the point can be heard.
Yes.
And so maybe this woman does risk life for 2 weeks. Is that what it's called? Sepsis or some shit like that?
Sepsis, yeah.
So maybe she says, fuck it, let's do this. Hopefully I don't die. But let's make a point that my body, my choice. Because I don't know if you saw the story where that dude was like, it's not your body, not your choice. Did you see that story?
I did not.
It was a somewhere where the abortion law got passed. One of the reps on the dais said he took the "my body, my choice" and twisted it and said, "For the fetus, it's not your body, it's not your choice." And I thought, that's not. You gotta take that.
I should.
I mean, if you need to take it, take it. We can pause this part.
Okay, we can pause it.
Break. We are back. I don't know how much of that content that I'm going to actually keep on the pod, but
We don't need any of it.
I don't know. No, not the audio, just the
Just
visual.
the-
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should take that clip and make it like, put it with the intro.
I might.
Like,
I got time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just put that clip with the intro, and like that's what people will see and be confused.
Yeah, be hella confused. We back.
That's the clip on our TikTok.
We back. What are we talking about?
We were talking about abortions.
The woman who, situation's fucked up, man.
Damn, we had moved on to something else.
Yeah,
like another
but-
comparison story.
So in Georgia, they're trying to pass a ruling that unborn fetuses can now be claimed on taxes.
Yes, I saw that.
For like $3,000 earned income. There's still a lot of stipulations with that, but I mean, if that's where we are, that's where we are.
Like, but we had talked about it previously when we talked about abortion, that these are the decisions that are going to have to be made.
Right.
Like, because either an unborn fetus is a baby and gets all of the, like, rights and privileges of being a baby,
Right.
or it doesn't. And they took their stance.
Yeah, and this sounds like they're taking a I hate to call them pro-life because they're not pro-life.
Pro-birth.
It sounds like a pro-birth, anti-abortion stance they're pushing.
Yeah.
In that, now on top of giving you, on top of forcing you to have this baby, we're going to give you 3 stacks in earned income credit while you're pregnant. But somebody asked the question, how does that work
If you lose it.
If you lose it. If I claim it, I got a baby, and then said baby doesn't make it, do I still get the $3,000? And I don't see why not. I still had a baby in me. And then the question becomes, how many miscarriages in a year can I claim? That's not even funny. That's a dead ass question.
It's terrible.
Oh, I'm not a dead
but
ass
I'm
question.
imagining people
I just said that's a dead ass question. That should not be a dead ass question. That should be just a question.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. It was just a question. But yeah, like how many miscarriages can somebody claim?
You know what they should do?
They should make abortion legal is what they should do.
That's what they should do. But in terms of like mitigating the people who are going to claim pregnancy and then like almost immediately after the beginning of the year lose it. It should be you have to be pregnant for at least 6 months. Because if you're claiming someone as a dependent,
Right.
you have to have taken care of them for over half the year.
Here's why that becomes, okay, let's talk that out. You got to be pregnant for at least 6 months. But what if I get pregnant and I intend to be pregnant and 5.5 months in, I lose the baby? I get nothing. I did nothing to create this, and I thought we were having a baby, and 5.5 months in, I lose it. I get nothing.
Then you haven't taken care of it for half the year.
So I get nothing.
So you get nothing.
Mecca is heartless.
From a legal standpoint, like that's how they look at taxes. Like if I
Mecca
didn't
is-
take care of someone for over half the year, I can't claim them as my dependents.
Mecca has no heart.
I have a huge heart.
You actually do. You have a huge heart. Yeah, I think this is just, I think what we're going to start seeing are these steps in maneuvering. Because if Georgia makes this a law on their books, then other states will start to use this
As precedent.
to say, yeah, the unborn babies are human. And they're not. They're parasites. They are.
They're parasites until they turn like out your house teen.
No, but they're like, yes, that.
But they're also literal parasites.
They're literal parasites.
Like they are draining your food, your blood, your water,
Yeah.
like your nutrients.
This is a life force growing inside of you. It's a parasite.
But they're
but-
cute when they come out sometimes.
So sometimes. But so sticking with that though, a lawmaker in Indiana just passed a really stringent anti-abortion law in Indiana, and one of the lawmakers there, whose name I forgot to write down on the board, Mecca's gonna look it up because that's what she does as a person. I wasn't even gonna look his dude's name up, but he was on the chamber floor and started a whole idea that if we are making abortion illegal because it's an act of God, John Bartlett, then we should also make erectile dysfunction medicine illegal because that's an act of God.
It is indeed.
Slippery slope.
Very slippery slope. Let's make glasses illegal because your blindness is an act of God.
Right. Right. Let's make chemo illegal because your cancer
is an act
is
of God.
slippery slope, but I understand what he's getting at. I understand that in the space of reproductive rights, this idea of putting the onus completely on women is still fucked up.
Yeah.
It is like, it's a bunch of men making laws, and I don't see any law governing how men are supposed to deal with this. I did see that in Florida, there was talks of
Mandatory
child support.
vasectomies.
No, there was talks of child support kicking in at the moment a woman found out she was pregnant, which, yikes. But
being pregnant is expensive.
being pregnant, right. I say yikes from the place of that only works if we're a couple, right? Like, I get a phone call. Yo, I'm pregnant. All right. It's yours. Prove it. Right?
Okay.
Now, she can't prove it until the baby is born.
Let me tell you how many weeks pregnant she can be before she can prove it.
But once baby is born, now I owe back child support?
Hold on, let me look up.
I know there's a way you can tell.
There
early,
is.
But still, like once, so now I start off in the hole? Like how does that, well, yeah, yes.
As early as 7 weeks
I
gestation.
started off in the hole, but I started off in the hole.
You finished in the hole, which is what started the problem.
Right. God damn it, finished in the hole is why I'm in the hole. But yeah, 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
But that test isn't readily available, is it? Is that a test that can be just done Like, can I go and test every 7-week pregnancy?
It says available exclusively through DDC. It's fast, accurate, and completely safe for both mother. What is the DDC?
I don't know. Department of Directional.
Oh, the DNA Diagnostic Center.
Okay. So, no, it's not readily available.
It's available enough.
But I guess
We make it more readily available.
that's what we'd have to do, though, because if you tell me, if you're not my gal, but you tell me you pregnant, yeah, I might be the dad. But what if you were the party of a gangbang that night? Do all of us niggas need to be saving our money up to find, like...
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
Yes, we do. Yeah, no. Yes, we do. We definitely should all be saving our money up. But also, who... So many questions now. If you're having if you're having a gangbang, you got to pull out. You got to, right? Like,
I mean, I feel like you should.
yes.
Because then the next person.
Right. You see the problem? Like, that would be so disgusting.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't want to be the second guy, and the guy ate and... How did we get to this triple X content with you? You know what? This is Val's fault. This is Val's fault. On the first side, Val was like, Mecca's nice. And now we're talking.
And I had to prove her wrong. Like,
right.
Subconsciously had to do it.
Speaking of jizz, this is a renewed argument. I brought it on the board. This is a renewed argument because it's come up before. But Beyonce recently had a situation with her album. First of all, pause. It's chess, not checkers. And when people say that sometimes, it really do be checkers.
And they're just trying to make it complicated.
For those of y'all who don't know, Beyonce just dropped an album called Renaissance. This is Act 1. And on the album, there was a song where she sampled Milkshake, which was Milkshake is a song by Khalees. Beyonce credited the writers of the song, which was Pharrell and Chad. She credited the producers of the song, which was Pharrell and Chad. She never credited Khalees.
Okay.
Khalees went on this rant about Beyonce not giving her credit for a song that she wrote. And so Beyonce removed her from the album.
Hey.
Chess. Not
Right.
checkers. Beyonce was just like, you know what? You right.
Because it would have inadvertently given her more listens.
It would have she could have been like, yo, shout out to Beyonce for using my song on the album. Hey, big up to you, sis. Love, love, love.
And then people would be like, oh, that's her song. Let's go listen to that song too.
Right.
And it would have got plays.
But instead,
that was getting nothing.
With the Khalees sample, DJs would have blended
Yes.
the Milkshake song with the Beyonce song. There are tons of ways that this could have helped Khalees. But Khalees went on this,
you didn't give me credit.
You didn't give me credit. You robbed me. Like, this is a space where I thought we was all proud black women. And Beyonce said, you know what? You right.
She didn't think it through.
She did not think that shit through at all. But in that same time frame, the Department for Disabled People, I don't even know who it was. Some people who were upset about a phrase on the Beyonce album. I think it was the same phrase that was on the Lizzo album, where she used the word spaz. And spaz is, in certain communities, a slur. I did not know it was a slur. To say somebody spazzed out, I thought that was just...
like something to describe someone going wild.
Going wild, right. So the people were saying, no, that's a slur toward...
people with cerebral palsy is what I read.
Yeah.
Or like a certain type of cerebral palsy.
It's a slur. So Beyonce went in, changed it on her album, re-recorded, I guess, that portion, or took it off. Lizzo did the same thing, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think that in a culture that has learned to take words and then use them in different ways, that's what AAVE is.
Yes.
At times, we take words, we
give it different meaning,
and in the new meaning, the new meaning has nothing to do with whatever you think it is. The new meaning is the new meaning.
That's why we got the Urban Dictionary.
That's why we have Urban Dictionary. But that's why like bling bling is in the Oxford Dictionary, right? Like bling bling became a actual term that the dictionary, or bling at least, based on Lil Wayne and Hot Boys running around screaming bling bling. Like that phrase became an actual term because we took it, reappropriated it for something different and made like, nah, this is what this means. This is what this word means now.
And if you use it often enough, and if you're popular enough, you can make a word mean whatever you want it to mean.
So, but when I see like Lizzo and Beyonce get caught up in that, well, no, you know, they use the word in the context that we use it in the hood, and it didn't mean the thing that you said it meant. Like there's a real thin line there, because like the word fag is a word that I mean I said it out loud right now, but I rarely say it. But I know in other countries
it means like cigar.
It means cigar or something, right? Or cigarette. I think it means cigarette. If someone puts that in their song, if a European artist puts that in their song,
it's not a slur.
Do American artists now go, yo, or do American gays now go, hey, take that out?
It's like, no, this means cigarettes, and I was
right.
Like,
the dude from Division, because I just thought about this, kept calling women tings. He kept saying tings, and he was like, oh, yeah, she's a ting, and I went, the fuck is a ting? But he's from Toronto. Toronto has a heavy Jamaican culture. I don't know if he's Jamaican, but I know Toronto has a large Jamaican culture. So I'm like, oh, I get it now. You're not an idiot. You're Torontian.
I love Division.
So do I. It's not on here. We still haven't gotten to the Beyonce shit. Thoughts of Division's new song. Oh, you have not heard Division's new song? I have not heard
Division's new song.
Oh, you should listen to If I Get Caught. Oh,
it's going on my list.
You should listen to If I Get Caught. As a matter of fact, we're going to pause right here for her to listen to this, and then we'll be right back. We back. We are back.
Oh, shit.
We are back.
I want to see the part 2 to that video.
So, new Division song. Take it off the video, just the song itself. Thoughts?
Niggas really think this.
Okay, yes. And it's factual. Now add the video in. Thoughts?
There could have been more ass in the video.
I agree. I agree. Shout out to Mecca.
But also, damaging property is trash.
I stand by what I've said before. It depends on the why. I think damaging property is trash, but I think that if I hurt you, then your response becomes, oh shit, let me hurt something that he loves.
Gotcha.
And so
it's more legal than actually causing you bodily harm.
Well, that, and if I'm not there, if I hurt you and now you're just sitting in your hurt and I'm not there, but you hurt people. So I hurt you, you're not going to call my mama and be like, let me tell you what your son did. He said that your cooking was trash. He said that you were a shitty mom. Like, that's not the move. So you're going to write up
his shoes?
Yeah, cut up some shoes, tear some J's and shit like that. I I've seen 2 Division interviews since the song came out, and Daniel, who's the lead or the singer in Division, said something, and I went, he's right. People aren't listening. Because when I heard the song, I thought like you thought, oh, this is toxic. He's right. He said something. He said, if you listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, it's not toxic. He never said he cheated.
He did not.
He said, I was fly. When you met me, I was handsome and charismatic. Right. I was this dude.
So you can't be mad at me for still being this dude?
You can't be mad at me for existing in the space that you met me in. And so you met me here. This is who I am, but you're looking for something. Mm-hmm. And so because you're looking for something, don't find something and then think that it means something else. Like if I love you, I love you. If I love you, I love you. That's the reality. If I love you, I love you. But if you go looking for a thing,
you're going to find it.
And then you find the thing, that doesn't mean that I don't love you. You went looking for this shit. You found this shit, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you.
Do you think that there are certain things you can't do to a person if you love them?
Do I think that there are certain things, hold on, are there certain things you cannot do to a person
if you love them?
If you love them. No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess I couldn't kill you if I loved you.
But people do it all the time.
Right, but
because that was my first thought. It's like people murder the person they love over stuff all the time.
But does that mean that they don't love them?
Nah, they love him so much they could kill him.
Right.
I've always said I never want anyone to love me that much.
I never want you to love me to death. Never love me to death. Yeah, like never love me to death, because that's weird. But yeah, like we've had this conversation several times on this show in the space of what love looks like, and I've said time and time again that I don't know. No, that I don't think cheating is the worst thing that you can do in a relationship, right? For me, I say that.
Okay.
And that goes both ways. I don't think that me cheating is the worst thing that I can do. I don't know that my gal cheating is the worst thing she can do. If I love you, then I love you. And so
sometimes shit happens.
Shit happens. So in the song, yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, yo, this is wild. But then as I heard him on the Daniel on the they were both on the Breakfast Club, and then they did this other podcast that I listened to, and he said the same thing. He was like, if you listen to the lyrics, it's rooted in her own insecurity, and he never said he cheated. He just said, if you go looking for shit and you find shit, that doesn't mean I don't love you. And I'm like, yeah. But toxic niggas are going.
Yeah, it's gonna be a toxic nigga anthem.
It already is. First of all, he got niggas chanting the hook, right? It's niggas like it's a blues hook, and it's niggas chanting in the song. It's niggas chanting in the song. Like it's so. Yeah. But yeah,
is he a genius?
I think that Jermaine Dupri wrote this, and he's a genius.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri's a genius. Jermaine Dupri convinced us that Usher cheated on Chili with the song that Jermaine Dupri wrote about cheating on Janet.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri wrote a song about cheating on Janet and convinced us that Usher cheated on Chili with that song. Yeah.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
Had us focusing on the wrong thing.
Right. Because, from time to time, you'll see him and Janet still cool, right? Like him and Janet are still cool. Chili and Usher don't fuck around no more.
Chestnut checkers.
Chestnut checkers. They're definite chestnut checkers. But back to where we were at with Beyonce changing song lyrics. So full circle, right?
Full circle. How do we get here? You knew this time.
Stupidity. Yeah, actually, I knew how we got here this time. Right. But this has popped up before. Monica Lewinsky wants Beyonce to take her name out of a song.
Is she going after everybody? Like, her name is in several people's songs.
Yeah, but this was the song where this was the. I mean, this is kind of a big deal because it's Beyonce. You don't. Yeah. Does she need to go after?
Nah,
Local
keep that
rapper?
energy. Like,
Nah.
keep
Like,
that energy for everyone.
Nobody gives.
Like, I'm pretty sure like Nicki Minaj has a Monica Lewinsky, like several in different songs.
But none of them are Beyonce, right? Like everybody at some point called Kanye West an asshole after the Taylor Swift incident, right?
Yes.
But when Barack called Kanye West an asshole, it now became a thing. Because this was the president of the United States calling Kanye West an asshole.
Are we saying that Beyonce is equivalent to the president?
I'm saying Beyonce's bigger than the president.
Humans, I hate humans. Because you're not wrong.
Right. Beyonce's bigger than the president. Beyonce's dead ass bigger than the president.
I hate it.
I don't know that
I hate the way we treat celebrities.
I hate the way we treat celebrities, right. But Michael Jackson was bigger than the president.
We worried about the wrong things.
Of course. Of course. Shit, like we always worried about
it's
the
wrong
wrong
thing. Who is
thing.
your local congressman? Can we edit that out?
No. Who is your local congressman?
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But I also don't know shit about celebrities, so.
I know who my constable is. Her name is Katrina Brown. Shit, I don't know her name. I met her. That's how I know her. I met her at a Nika event. Katrina Brown. Anyway, yeah. So beyond Monica Lewinsky, it popped up again because it's popped up a couple of times where she's been like, "Yo, she should take my name out of that song."
It's like while you're editing lyrics.
Right. Since we're talking woman empowerment, how about you remove me from that song? Yo, since we're changing lyrics, and I'm like, she's. Oh, is she right? Hold on.
Did you read through the article?
No, I didn't have to. I've seen this story before.
Because she was claiming, basically, it sounded like I was taken advantage of as a young woman and you shouldn't be profiting off of me being taken advantage of.
Right, but that's the thing she said before.
Is it? I never paid attention before.
Yeah, she said that before. It's been... Ooh, do I say this? Fuck it, I'm going to say it. Monica Lewinsky, in my opinion, after the Bill Clinton scandal came out, went from heroine to victim. Heroine in that, I don't know that people were making her out to be the villain. I don't know that people were making her out to be the villain, right? Or the bad guy in this. This was the goddamn president. If the president says, suck my dick, you're going to suck the president. Yeah, you're going to suck the president's dick. But I was younger then, but I don't remember her standing in her victimhood the way that I've seen her in later years stand in her victimhood, right?
But could that just be the understanding that comes with age? Because when you're young, and if you were a 16-year-old boy having sex with a 40-year-old woman, you may think that you're winning, but then as a 40-year-old man looking back on it, you may be like, shit.
Okay, but as a 16-year-old boy having sex with a 40-year-old woman, and I think, oh shit, I'm winning, and then I get older, and now I'm looking at it like, that was wild. I still don't know for me that I would feel like a victim anymore, right?
I feel like you should, or maybe not still a victim, but you should recognize that you have some victimhood.
You're right. You're right. You and I were just talking about the whole but the dynamic between not on the pod. We were talking the other day about the dynamic between young boys and older women, though.
Yes.
Right. And so, to me, that's hard to fathom because as a young boy who has, in my youth, messed with women who were outside of the range of where no, there's no range because I was an adult when this happened, but still, but I was messing with older women. I I never looked at it as I was a victim as a boy, right? So reverse that.
Because I know plenty of girls who like were messing with grown ass men in high school.
Right.
I know two. I don't know plenty. I know two. And then it's like later on in life we've talked about it. And it's like, yo, that nigga was a predator.
Right. And
Like-
difference in messing with difference in messing with older men and I hate this is gonna sound fucked up and I don't know how to say this any other way, so this is just a conversation. Messing with older men and you were in agreement with it, even if you're young and can't fully consent, you're still agreeing with it, looks different than if you were sexually assaulted, right? Like if
Gotcha.
if a dude is, I'm throwing numbers out here. If a dude is 23 and he meets a 16-year-old girl, I don't know what the age of consent is in Texas. Let's make
I think
her
it's
15.
17.
Okay, 16. It's 17?
I think so.
Let's make the girl 15. A
Okay.
23-year-old man meets a 15-year-old girl. But this 15-year-old girl is pursuing him and she's the aggressor.
It's his job to put her in a child's place.
Hear me out. She not she's the aggressor, but she's receiving of the flirtatiousness. Like they're in this together, right? I don't know that when she grows up, she looks at that as a bad thing, because that's different than if a 23-year-old man forces himself on a 15-year-old girl who wasn't a willing participant. She's going to always be the victim, right? Because she was, in essence, a victim at the start of this. But if she was a participant at the start of this, she's still a victim, but she doesn't know that she's a victim. She doesn't understand her victimhood. How do we get here is the question.
Monica Lewinsky.
Right.
Beyonce.
So I don't, when
Beyonce has taken us places today.
Right. When I saw the story, when I was younger, saw the story of Monica, I didn't look at Monica as a victim. I just looked at her as an intern who sucked a dick. Like, and I was young though, right? Like, so I don't know what place she stood in, but I thought, and I could be wrong, I thought her and Bill had a
Consensual relationship.
consensual, even though I recognize it when there's a power dynamic, consent,
That big, yeah.
consent gets
Murky.
but I still thought it was, even in the way of what's the phrase, a non-consensual yes.
Yes.
Like I still thought it was that. Like Bill didn't rape her. Bill just said, "Hey, come in here," because it was multiple times. So Bill didn't like say, "Hey, come in here and give me head," and she was like, "No, Mr. President." It was like, "Oh, okay, shit. It's Tuesday. Let's do this shit." But now when I see Monica talking about that part of her life, it always comes across as,
I thought I was going to lose my job if I didn't do what the president told me to.
right. Which, do I want to have this conversation on here? Do we have any good stories to talk about before we go down this rabbit hole? Okay, I do want to have this conversation. I had this conversation with somebody. We're off of Monica and Beyonce. I understand, and I'm asking you this because you're a woman, I think. Do you identify as a woman?
I
Okay.
identify as a woman.
I understand the idea of power dynamic, right?
Okay.
But so if I am powerful in a space, let's say I am a very powerful movie producer
Okay.
and you are an up and coming actress, and I say to you, "Hey, you sleep with me, I will give you a part in this movie. It's a prominent part. I'll give you a part in this movie." Now, you're a great actress, but you recognize that in order to be seen, you need good placement. And so I say, "Hey, you sleep with me, I'm gonna put you in this movie." And then you sleep with me, and you get placed in this movie, and then your career goes on to these amazing heights. Did you use me or did I use you? Did you use me or did I use you? Or both?
I think it depends on who approached who.
Okay.
Like if you, the prominent movie director,
Uh-huh.
approached this up and coming artist and basically told her like, if you do this, everything you want, you will have.
Uh-huh. Right.
Because she still gets something out of it.
Right.
And he gets something out of it.
Right.
Fuck.
Did you use me or did I use you?
I took advantage of an opportunity that was presented to me.
That's not the question I asked. Did you use me or did I use you?
It was a mutually beneficial transaction. But I think that's also a different situation than if, like, you, the director, comes up and says, you'll never work in this town again if you don't sleep with me.
I agree, but here's where that gets murky. If I'm good, then and I don't know, I've never been a woman, but if I'm good and you tell me you'll never work in this town again, then that just means I have a harder road to
getting in.
to plow, or whatever the phrase is. Like, I have a harder way to get in because now I see that there's a barrier here. But if I'm good, I'm good. Like, I don't have to sleep with you. Like, if it's my body, my choice, I tell my daughter that all the time, hey, your body, your choice. But if it's my body, my choice, then I don't have to sleep with you. I could double down on who I am, double down on myself, right? I could say, nah, I got this. I'm not sleeping with you. I'm gonna go a different route. I'm good though. So I don't need you if I'm good. Now, because the second part to this question is, what if I'm mediocre? What if I'm not good? What if I'm average at best? On my best day, I'm average. And not me, because I'm the producer. I'm the one with all the money. I'm the one with all the leverage, the power. On her best day, she's average. And I tell her, you sleep with me, I'm going to put you in this role across from Denzel, or across from Tom Cruise, or across from major name. I have the power to do this. I'm going to put you in this role across from a major name. At best, you're average. But from that point, that becomes your launching point to, you're now Meryl Streep, who's a great actress, but still.
Fantastic actress.
But you're now Meryl Streep. Or you're at least demanding Meryl Streep money because of that launching point. Who used who?
Still mutually beneficial.
So should I go to jail?
I don't think so. Wait, how old's the girl?
No, everybody's legal. Everybody's a legal age.
Then no, you're fine.
Should I lose my career?
I don't think so.
So why are we going after Harvey Weinstein?
I was like, what did Harvey Weinstein do and who did he do it with?
I think that was, I could be wrong. So be clear, I could be wrong. But everything that I've read was basically he was creepy and was promising women roles in movies for sex. I don't think any of them women were underage.
Because that's what I care about.
Right. I know. I don't think any of the women were underage. I think he just promised women, and be clear. I could be wrong about this, and I'm not defending Harvey Weinstein at all. I ain't defending no creepy nigga, because I ain't never had to move that way. Fuck niggas who have to use leverage for sex. You know what I use for sex? Penis.
I mean, technically that's what you would need to use. Like,
Yes.
wait. How do you use your penis for sex? Is there like an advertisement?
Nah. Ooh.
It's like, do you use images of penis for sex?
No. But it's been advertised though. I can say that much, but I'm not advertising it. But yeah, it's been advertised. I've gotten sex from someone saying, "Oh, that nigga Paul can fuck." That's happened. Like I've gotten
from a review.
Right.
Someone gave you a review.
I got a Yelp review that led to more sex. Yikes. Side note, there used to be a Twitter page called Dick Yelp.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
There used to be a Twitter. I think it went down, but Dick Yelp used to be a Twitter page for real, and women would submit stories to Dick Yelp with their number, and when I found out about it, I was like,
Did you look for yourself?
Huh?
Did you look to see if you were on there?
Yes, I did. I was like, yo. I looked to see, because they didn't always tag the person, so if, you're not tagged, you're not tagged, but certain people were getting tagged, and I was like, oh, I don't want to, like, I don't know that I want to be on a,
What if they were all good reviews, though?
I still don't. No. I'm joking when I say this review thing, but like I don't never. Here's the problem with all good reviews. What happens to the woman who read all the good reviews?
Oh.
But then comes through
and gets like C-.
And gets C-. Because that happens.
That's how you end up with a 4.7 rating instead of a 5.0.
Right. Me and Nate talked about this because there's a chick who I know that he knows, not in the biblical sense.
I was going to ask.
But there's a chick that I know that he's cool with, and I told Nate the story, and I'll tell y'all on the pod. Tell you, she heard things about me, right? Mm-hmm. But because we had mutual friends, we never messed around.
Okay.
And then one day we was just on social media. It was just a random Wednesday, just on social media flirting, right? Kept flirting Thursday. Kept flirting Friday. And then she said, well, what you doing tonight? I was like, I'm going to be at the house. So she said, bet I'm going to fall through. So I'm like, oh, yeah. So, boom, boom, boom. She comes through. Oh, I was trash.
Damn.
I was trash.
Damn. She didn't invest in like 3 days.
I was trash. And I knew I was trash. Like,
did you get a chance to make it up to her?
She never allowed me to make it up to her.
Damn.
Yeah. I tried. I was like, yo, you want to fall back through? Nah, nigga. No. And I was like, damn it.
So she'll never know that it could be better.
She will never know. And what's crazy is, like, I'm going to say it, she lives in the same city I live in. So I see her from time to time. Like, I see her out. I'll be like, hey. Yeah. And that's what every time I see her, you know what? I see her every time I see her. Matter of fact, this is why Nate and I had the conversation. Goddamn, I'm clapping on this shit. This is why Nate and I had the conversation. Because Nate and I were out one night. I saw her. Nate saw her. She gave Nate a hug, like the, hey, I ain't seen you in a while, full body titty on chest hug.
Okay.
And then she was like, hey, Paul. And then gave me like the side church hug.
Ooh.
And I was like,
I don't want to be anywhere near that disappointment.
Yeah.
Shits.
Yep.
That is unfortunate.
It is. Anyway, how did we get here? Shit, what are we talking about? What the fuck were we talking about?
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, I don't know. And once again, I don't know everything that deals with Harvey. I wonder if we have an agreement and both parties walk away from that agreement beneficial.
As long as everyone was of age.
Yeah, right. I'm not talking.
Not made to do anything.
Right. And that's the thing, not made. Like if a woman says, hey, I'm gonna fuck you to be on your podcast, and then I go, okay.
So if I see a random chick on this podcast, I know what happens.
Pink Mike. But if a woman says, hey, I'm gonna fuck you to be on the podcast, and I say, okay, and then put on the podcast, and she's amazing, so she does great, and then from the podcast, like, things blossom for her, she got connects, so now the podcast got a new studio, like, everybody wins. Did she use me?
Kinda.
Did I use her?
Kinda.
Right.
Like, it's...
If you can't be used, you're useless.
Oh, that's sad.
It's facts.
Like, it is technically accurate.
Right.
But...
If you can't be used, you're useless. Yep. Once again, let me be clear about this.
There's so much clapping.
I am not in any way defending Harvey Weinstein. Creep is creep. And I want to be clear about that. I don't know the facts of the story. I just know the shit that I know. And so creep is creep. And that's weird right now. I can see that we're tracking sound-wise, but that red light is off. And I'm going to be hot to death, but I won't know until we're done, so we'll figure it out.
Like, if it's not recording, or if it's not...
If the sound isn't... But the sound was on early. We haven't changed anything, so we should be fine.
Right?
Unless the battery's
Dang, we can't,
died.
like, we can't go and, like...
I can't test it right now. I just noticed it right now. Like, yo...
Oh, I'm going to be real sad.
Yeah, this is all good content. Here's what'll happen. If this stops recording, then it'll pick up from the device, so it'll be just...
Okay.
It'll be a little jank, but we'll make it work. What else we got?
Shit.
Did we take a break? We did.
We did. We took a couple of breaks.
We took a couple of breaks. Oh, yeah.
We took a music break. I had a phone call break.
Yeah, okay. I was like, why do I feel like this pod is long as shit? Because we took 2 breaks.
We did.
Yeah, okay. Do we talk Alex Jones?
We can.
Alex Jones is going to have to pay $45 million. Oh, he won't pay $45 million. He'll appeal. It'll get knocked down. But Alex Jones is going to have to pay a lot of money for basically saying Sandy Hook wasn't real.
Yeah. Like when there are parents with dead children.
Well, I think that's the problem, though. It's not that he said it. It's that he said it, kept saying it, and then started going after the parents. Problem 1. Problem 2, he was in court calling the entire situation a farce.
Yeah.
He said the jury was from another planet. They weren't on this planet. At one point, he said the parents were, and this is, I think, what got it in the court. He said the parents,
actors?
Not even actors. He said that they were lied to. Like, that's not.
Like, did their kids get sold off into sex slavery? And they were like,
right, like.
It's like, where are these children then?
And so and by the way I'm reading the story, I don't think these parents are a couple. I'm reading the story. It looks like, okay, here's why I said that. The parents don't have the same last name. And I know you don't have to take somebody's last name to get married, but they always list the mother and father with separate last names and never like combine them as Mr. and Mrs. anything.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, shit. I don't want to wish no ill on any of my children, but me and my baby's mama would get real close if we could win $45 million. I may not like her ass, but if it's $45 million on the line, and I think they sued for 150.
I know it was a lot. I don't remember the exact number.
Right. And not for killing their baby, for saying that their baby wasn't murdered.
For like publicly saying on media platforms.
Right, that their baby wasn't murdered. I'm like,
But they won.
I wanted to, we didn't went all over the place. We don't have to talk about this Irv Gotti situation or the Georgia couple. The Dane Cook, though. Did you read the Dane Cook story? Did you submit that story? Who sent that story in?
Dane Cook story.
Dane
I don't
Cook,
think I did.
you know who Dane Cook is, right?
Yes. No. Maybe. Tell me and I'll know. Is he a comedian? Is he a actor? Is he a congressman? I don't.
I gotta put together a clip of people Mecca don't know.
Don't.
I have to put together.
I don't know people. He is a comedian. I had it right the first time.
But you guessed though.
So don't matter?
Yes, it does matter.
No, it doesn't.
No, 'cause
Like, I clearly vaguely had the idea.
but you didn't
and
know. You didn't
doesn't
know.
matter.
No, you didn't know though. That's
Doesn't
the
matter.
I said, do you know who Dane Cook is? So you guessed, so you didn't know who he was.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't know people.
You know me?
I don't know famous people.
The fuck? I'm famous as shit. I am a local celebrity.
You are a local celebrity. I don't know famous outside of San Antonio people.
She just called me local. She just called me local for real.
I mean,
I'm famous in other places too.
okay.
Yeah, you just haven't been to those places. But people in other cities know me.
Okay. That's fine.
Dane Cook just got engaged, and his girlfriend
I did post the story.
is 23. Mm-hmm. Story says that they've been dating for 5 years.
Yep.
Dane Cook is 50. So he would have been 45. She would have been 18 when they started dating.
Yep.
Why'd you post the story?
Because I don't think that anyone under the age of 25 should be dating with a huge age gap.
Okay.
Like, I'll give them 25. Because that's, like, technically when your brain is all blah, 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 frontal lobe shit. And typically when people are at least somewhat established in life, generally, like they've had enough time to live life, they're not a teenager. If you've got teen in your name, I feel ways about there being more than like a 5-year age gap.
So here's what I'm going to say. Because I got to keep the same energy that I kept with every other situation that seemingly landed this way. To me, it depends on intent. And so if in meeting her and starting to get to know her, his intent was to marry her, then I don't have a problem with it. I don't look at it the same way.
Okay.
And I won't say I don't have a problem. I don't look at it the same way. Similar to when Russell Simmons started dating Kimora Lee. She was teen, right? But he married her, and they became this huge, this big deal, right?
Yeah, like this conglomerate.
Baby Fat exists because Russell Simmons married Kimora Lee, right? Like, that happened. So when the same energy I had for Russell Simmons, I kind of put in Dane Cook, like, if his intent was, yo, I'm 45, I'm looking for, like, I want to be married. And so I'm dating with intent. And he just so happened to meet her. I think the story says she was at a party that he was at. And I don't know if it was at his house or where the party was. I skimmed through the story on that part. But he met her at a party. If he's dating with the intent to marry, and at 18 she's dating with the intent to marry, and he's rich, and she's
not.
I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm not saying that it's wrong.
I just feel ways about it, and they're not great ways.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, to me, it's all about intent. It's all about what his intentions were when he met her. If he's 45 and he meets hold on, let me do the math.
Okay.
Is that a 17-year difference? Right? 45, she's 18. No. That is hold on.
I was like, I can do math.
45 minus 18 is 23-year difference. There's a 23-year difference. So
that is a 27-year difference.
45
minus 18.
Yeah, 27. Okay. So if you go the other way, then she's 72, 70. She's in her 70s. If he at 45 meets a 70-year-old with the sole purpose of just knocking her down and taking her money, right?
That's not right either.
But the intent is bad, right? But if he meets a 70-year-old and his intent is, yo, I want to marry this old lady and maybe take her money when she dies, the intent lessens to be bad. He's gonna marry her, but
See, but I don't have a problem with that situation. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with a 70-year-old dating a 47-year-old.
Okay, but
Because like
where's the break?
25, I said it.
25 is the break.
25 is my break.
But 25
Like,
is your break, though, right? Like, it's your
Yes.
break. And so she's 23.
So like she's still even now not at my break points, and they've been together for 5 years.
But, okay, if 25 is your break, but that may not be everybody's break, right? Maybe she's a very mature. You and I had a conversation recently about a young lady who is your age, that you said was a child.
Child, yeah.
You were very adamant that she was a child.
Definitely a child.
Even though y'all were same age. Or close in age. I don't know. Maybe not. In that could also imply that somebody who is 20 may act, respond, move in such a way that you look at them as an adult. If you never know their age, you may say, oh, shit, she's a whole adult. And then you find out she's 20, you're like, oh.
This is a child.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like for me the switch flips like immediately. Like as soon as I either your personality is you are a child or your age is, I don't think I'd mess with anyone under the age of 27.
Mecca, you're 28.
And I am 29. I will be 30 in September. But no, like
Speaking of
yes.
birthday gift. Boom. Yep.
Announcement, my birthday is September 15th. If anyone who loves Mecca Mondays wants to give Mecca a birthday gift, I will do an unboxing on air.
Is your birthday on a Monday?
It's not.
Okay. If they send
I'll hold on to it till the next Monday.
we can't talk about it. Birthday gift. Boom.
Okay.
Yep. Excited for you.
I don't know how I feel.
Because
I don't ask for anything.
I
so,
know.
Like,
I
have
know.
no idea what it could be.
I know. You want a hint?
Yes.
It's not a dog. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We're going to go ahead and get out of here because I don't want to talk this Irv Gotti situation.
There's no need.
And the gay dudes making gay dudes look bad. We ain't going to talk about that either. But don't. Did you say fuck them?
I did not.
Oh, I thought you said fuck them. I was like, yeah, but don't.
Oh, no. But don't.
But don't.
But don't.
I don't have, man, we ain't got nothing to promote, so shit.
Promote my birthday.
Shout out to Mecca's birthday coming up next month. Oh, wait, no, I do got something to promote. Dropping September 24th. We got another podcast on the Horribly Good Guys Network, HGG Network. We got Life at Face Value is dropping on September 24th.
24th.
And then we have on HGG Network another podcast coming. I think it's dropping in October. We're going to work the details of that one out. But HGG, man. So make sure you follow, like, subscribe anywhere where you get podcasts because that's where all of our podcasts are going to be on the HGG network of podcasts, and I'm excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah.
They should be excited too. They could feel like I knew you win.
Right. So
Like,
we are about to kick
friend.
off this year. Horribly Good Guys, HGG Podcast Network. We'll also have 2 other podcasts coming, so that's good shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we got.
Hey, I don't have anything else, do I? No, I think I'm going to feed my kid tacos and get back so he can play basketball. Peace out, bitches. And I hope this sound works.
Oh, I hope it does.
Peace out, bitches.
It don't matter.